I'll be demonstrating how to unknit your work. Some people call it to tink because tink is the knit word spelled backwards. But unknitting or tinking is a great skill because it allows you to move back across your row and come back and repair your work. So let's just say I was knitting this row and I'm coming along and I realize that I have two unwanted purl stitches right here. So I want to unknit these stitches and then actually unpurl the two mistake stitches, and then I can continue on my way. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to concern ourselves with where is this working yarn, which is what's attached to your ball of yarn, where is it coming out of? So I'll turn this here to the side so you can see. But here you can see that that working yarn is coming out from the stitch right here. I'm going to take my left hand needle and I'm going to go into that, where my working yarn is coming out of, that hole, middle of that stitch, from front to back. And then when I do that, I can just slip the stitch off and I successfully unknit it. So I'm going to keep doing that. Where's that working yarn coming out of? See if you can get a good look at that. And go into that stitch from front to back. Pull the stitch off the needle. And again, where's that working yarn coming out of? See if I can get you a good look at that. And there you go, front to back. Pull that off. One last knit stitch, so here's where my working yarn is coming out of. Go into that from front to back. So here I am at my two unwanted purl stitches. So you can do the same thing. You can have your yarn in front just as if you were purling, but it doesn't matter if it's not. But when you pull, you can see here, I'll pull this up, you can see where the working yarn is coming out of. I will go ahead and go, even though it's a purl stitch, still enter that hole where the working yarn is coming out of from front to back. The reason we go front to back is it allows the stitch on the left hand needle to be seated correctly. The next unwanted stitch I had was another purl stitch. So I'll go ahead and you can see where I need to, where that working yarn is coming out of. So I put my left hand needle right in there and then just pull that stitch off. So voila, I successfully unknit and actually unpurled some stitches and repaired my work, and now I can merrily knit along without having to rip out my work. Happy knitting!